My friends, you know why I'm laughing? Because you guys get me stirred up. I mean, I have such empathy for this knowledge that you want and for the straightforward stuff that you want. And not all these guys hollering of having the slightest idea what they're talking about. Like I get a lot of emails from guys saying, some of these guys are saying you can't overtrain. And I'm going to tell you something, my friends. When you hear people talk ridiculous, stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. I mean, overtraining is not something that people think maybe. It's no maybe in it. As I said before, my friends, I I have experienced guys that break my heart when I say, "Hey, I used to train." I said, "What?" I said, "What you say?" "Oh man, it wore me out." And I said, "Oh my God!" And then you get these self-styled trainers that all of a sudden decide they want to be a trainer and have the slightest idea what they're talking about or how to train. They may have read a book and may know how to do a few curls, and now they're going to teach you. But reason what I'm talking about at this time, I'm just saying that because the confusion, oh man, the confusion, you know, what happens when you have knowledge and experience, it's sort of relaxing. And you think everybody knows. But there's so much confusion with amino acids, it's amazing. Now I'll tell you something. They run the gauntlet. And I would tell you from personal experience and from the knowledge of amino acids, the number one effective amino acid, no, not that all are not effective in their way, but number one, if you had to pick one, would be glutamine. Glutamine is so multifaceted. It helps you to lose weight. It helps the internal system to function better. It's good for the liver as a detoxifier. It's very good for your immune system. And it's essential, in other words, yes, it's essential for the development of your body. The higher level of glutamine you have in your body, the quicker you recover. And secretly, doctors are using it for surgical recovery. Oh, you ain't gonna hear them advertising it. But you see, being in the retail business all my life, I've seen people, well, most of my adult life, and people would come in the store with prescriptions. And I see glutamine. I said, "You don't need a prescription for this." I said, she said, "Well, I just had surgery." And I said, "Oh, see, some of them know, but nutrition is they don't, oh man, there's a no thing in medicine. Don't you ever talk nutrition, they call you charlatan. Drugs that'll kill you, you're not, oh, that's what you're supposed, but not nutrition. But let me tell you, first you got to understand, if you take any isolated amino acid and mix it with protein, the isolated effect is lost. I've seen these so-called nutritionists take two arginines with each meal. And I said, "Oh my God, they don't know. They don't have a feel for it." See, my friends, you got to have a feel for what you do. If you have no feel, you just talk. Something you heard. Now, they think because you take your medicine or vitamin C, you can take other vitamins with your meals. That's fine, you should. But the isolated aminos work like a drug isolated. You should have at least an hour, a half to an hour between taking any of the isolated aminos with food, with protein. Because if you take it, all of those aminos together, my friends, denotes protein. None of them alone builds muscle. And they work really in your body as a drug that works with the body. See, the only difference, my friends, oh God, sometimes I get so annoyed because I see all this ignorance out there and they export this and they confuse guys. Guys say, "I use it and I don't feel nothing," because they're not using it properly. Well, guys say, "Well, I take my glutamine with my protein drink." Oh no, it's not going to work. I mean, not as an isolate. See, they try to equate the amino acids with drugs. Drugs are instant antibiotics, and they try to dispense it like a drug. Take one amino acid, take one glutamine. My friends, if you want it to work, you have to take it therapeutically. Or don't bother. You should take a minimum. Now, when I tell you a minimum of 2,000 milligrams a day, that's absolute minimum, before and after workout. Now, the better, the more glutamine, the higher concentration of glutamine you have in your system, the quicker you recover. Now, arginine is another very important amino acid, but it's not as, if you had to make a choice, you take glutamine, arginine, you take glutamine. If it's a choice of the two. Arginine helps to stimulate the growth hormones, should be taken at night, not only at night, but at night is very important to take it because it stimulates the growth hormones naturally. It also works very well for the immune system. It works very well for improving your circulation. And some of you guys may not need it, a lot of you do. It improves the production of semen. And a lot of them, as I said before, a lot of these older guys, they're so excited about it, but they don't, because it works so well. But you got to tell them how to use it, my friend, because if you don't tell them how to use it, they're going to use it in probably that said don't work. You see? So that's what you basically telling you about the difference in glutamine. Not actually the difference, but how important it is. Now, a lot of you fellows don't have a lot of money. So glutamine, if you're training or if you're very active, is very, very, very important. You could do without it. You can do without a lot of things. People do without vegetables, anything. But the point is, you want to maximize your nutrition, nutritional insurance. So, my friends, I will continue. I'll tell you about arginine next time. But meanwhile, anybody that knows me, to be continued.